You have three investment opportunities in front of you, but you can only pick one. How do you decide? Today we're going to break down the different types of investment projects and how to evaluate each one. We'll cover four categories of investment projects: mutually exclusive projects, independent projects, conventional projects, and non-conventional projects. Understanding these categories is essential for making smart investment decisions. Mutually exclusive projects are investments where choosing one automatically eliminates the others. You can only pick one from the group. Imagine you own a piece of land in Jerusalem. You could build apartments, a hotel, or a shopping center. You can only choose one. The land can't serve all three purposes simultaneously. The decision rule is simple. Among all mutually exclusive projects, choose the one with the highest positive net present value. If none have a positive NPV, reject them all. Independent projects are investments that don't affect each other. You can accept or reject each one independently based on its own merits. If you have land in Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, and by the Dead Sea, each project is independent. Building a hotel in Jerusalem doesn't prevent you from building apartments in Tel Aviv. For independent projects with no budget constraint, accept every project that has a positive NPV. If you have unlimited capital, take them all as long as each one adds value. But if you have a limited budget, you need to rank all independent projects by their NPV and select from the top until your capital runs out. This is called capital rationing. A conventional project has one initial investment, which is a negative cash flow, followed by positive cash flows. There's only one sign change from negative to positive. A non-conventional project has multiple sign changes in its cash flows. For example, you invest, earn profits, then have to invest again for maintenance, earn more, and so on. This distinction matters because conventional projects have exactly one internal rate of return, making the IRR method reliable. Non-conventional projects can have multiple IRRs, which means the IRR method may give misleading results. An NPV profile is a graph that shows how a project's net present value changes as the discount rate increases. It's a powerful visual tool for understanding project value. For a conventional project, the NPV profile starts positive at low discount rates, crosses zero exactly at the IRR, and then becomes negative. It's a smooth, predictable curve. For a non-conventional project, the curve may cross zero multiple times. Each crossing gives a different IRR. This is exactly why the IRR method fails for non-conventional projects. You don't know which IRR to use. Sometimes NPV and IRR give different rankings for mutually exclusive projects. Project A might have a higher NPV but a lower IRR than Project B. This is called the NPV-IRR conflict. The crossover rate is the discount rate at which two projects have the same NPV. Below this rate, one project dominates. Above it, the other dominates. This is the key to resolving the conflict. When there's a conflict, always trust NPV. The NPV method directly measures the dollar value added to shareholder wealth. IRR tells you a percentage but doesn't account for the scale of the investment. Let's recap. For mutually exclusive projects, pick the highest NPV. For independent projects, accept all with positive NPV. Conventional projects have one reliable IRR. Non-conventional projects can have multiple IRRs, so use NPV instead. The number one takeaway: NPV is always the most reliable decision criterion. It directly measures wealth creation and never gives conflicting signals. When in doubt, trust NPV. Now let's practice with a real exercise. You have three mutually exclusive projects at a 10% discount rate. Project A: invest 100, receive 150 in year 1. Project B: invest 200, receive 280. Project C: invest 150, receive 200. NPV of A, -1. 100 plus 150 divided by 1.1 equals 36.4. NPV of B, -200 plus 280 divided by 1.1 equals 54.5. NPV of C, 31.8. Project B wins with an NPV of 54.5. Notice that Project A actually has a higher IRR of 50% versus B's 40%. But we choose B because it has the higher NPV. This is a perfect example of the NPV-IRR conflict. If this video helped you understand investment project types, subscribe to Educo Global and share it with a friend who's studying finance.